Hello everybody and welcome back to competitive multiplayer. So of course last time I didn't have a video. I did record the session and I played for the usual amount of time, like an hour and a half, but because of the files becoming corrupted in some way, I couldn't put the video out. They weren't strictly corrupted. I had the sound but it didn't have any video. It just didn't record the video for some reason, which is pretty strange, but that was on my old PC, so I don't even need to worry about it. The new PC is far better, and I now have the steering wheel, the Logitech G920, so it's a beautiful setup, very good. Now, there was some progress made in the previous episode. Let me just take this tractor back to the field, just here, and I'll explain what I was doing. Yes, it was a bit of a slow start at the beginning of the episode, but then by the end, quite a bit had been achieved, as you can tell by the money, although the money has just gone down. It was 28,000 a minute ago. I must have just had to pay rental on a machine. So yeah, I was in Finland before, just over here. I was cutting down some birch trees like these ones here, silver birch. I completely loaded the trailer. I actually took all these trees in one go. You can see the stumps. Yep, all the way down to the corner. And that generated about £15,000. But before I did that, I did sell some soybeans. Yep, I sold soybeans, and we've also sold some of the soy drink. So yeah, quite a bit of money was generated. Also in that episode I bought a tanker, a water tanker, but it doesn't seem to be compatible with the soy drink factory, unless it's just something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I bought this for £10,000. I filled up with water and I took it over here thinking this is where we unload the water, but I couldn't get it to unload. So if anybody knows how to do that, I would really appreciate it. I did look it up, but I couldn't find how to do it. I'm guessing that is the sell point, or the unloading point. So I'm sort of guessing it's down to the tanker itself not being compatible. And yeah, the reason why I think it is that tank is because the biodiesel factory doesn't have the tank. So yeah, there we go. Oh look, this field has just ripened. Literally just this second. So yes, I did also do some work in, well, on the far side of this one. That green crop you see over there, that is not a soybean crop. That is canola, which I've put in. So actually I think, since we do have £23,000, before we do anything else, before we harvest, I do want to fertilise number 4. It has no fertiliser at all, not a single application. So, if we get into this tractor, drop the trailer off there, and head back to the store, we can hopefully buy our very first spreader. Been renting everything up until now. The time should be at ×5. That's better. This steering wheel is so quiet. The previous one was loud. You can't even hear it turning. Silent. It is so smooth. And yet no squeaking. So that's brilliant. Seems really good. Now I was looking at the spreaders and sprayers in the previous episode. Of course I was talking to myself as it turned out, but they're exactly the same price. The cheapest spreader and the cheapest sprayer are the same. So it really comes down to how much the fertiliser is, but I guess then it's not a true representation because you don't know exactly what the consumption rate is. For 2,000 litres of fertiliser, liquid fertiliser, £3,200, and for 1,000 litres of solid fertiliser, it is £19.20. So I would say a sprayer. I think a sprayer is going to be the best way to go. Not really the best tractor for it, but still, doesn't matter too much. Yes. I think I've removed, yes, because I've changed computer. I've possibly had a mod removed, so we can't afford that. That's a pickle. Right, okay, well we can afford the spreader. That's my plan backfired. Well, not to worry. We can always change to a sprayer in the future. But yeah, you heard my reasoning for wanting a sprayer over a spreader. So yeah, let's get that on the back. It's consumed nearly all of our money, but at least it is not rented. I wouldn't have thought we could put narrow tyres on this tractor. Kind of tempted to look. Yes, I thought it might select the spreader. Ah, of course, yes. It is rented, so we can't do anything. But even if it could have narrow tyres, that would seem a bit extreme for such a big tractor. I doubt you'd be able to. So yeah, let's go up to field number 4. The turning is just up here. Then we can come back and we can harvest. Yes, I did notice there was some more soy drink over at the factory which has been produced, so we have quite a bit of potential money sitting around. Okay. Oh, and that's another reason why I wanted a sprayer. That is super annoying. Well, we have 2 crops here, even though, yeah, there's only a very slight difference in appearance. Soybeans and canola. Soybeans for the soy drink, and canola for the biodiesel. So let's just get this fertilised. I think, yeah, we're just going to have to leave the weeds. If I can make up for it with the fertiliser, that'll be fine. Right, I just thought I'd come back down here and fertilise this first strip of canola. Now we really need to crack on to get the soybeans done. Yes, I doubt that's had any kind of effect on the soybeans, the bit that's been going over. But yeah, the good thing is that the canola is good. Where are we? Getting lost. Yeah, it's good. And of course, field number 4 is good as well. So, the combine. Let's jump into here. You can see the soy drinks that we have. We have a full pallet and a bit. Actually, that is filling up super quickly because that pallet appeared, the second pallet appeared whilst I was talking before. So it already looks half full. Brilliant. And because we do now have the bigger header, this won't take too long. As for my trailer, I think, yeah, it's down there. And we are most likely going to be putting all the soybeans into the soybean factory. Like I said, I sold some in the previous episode just to get a bit of a cash boost. But yeah, soy drink is pretty good. And obviously if you sell it when the price is right, you can do extremely well. The soybeans don't really fill the combine that quickly, so we'll be able to go for quite some time before emptying. It's a big header though, and yeah, it just seems to work perfectly. So yeah, I don't know if we can do, maybe we can do the whole field in one tank, we'll have to see. But I'm going to continue doing this, and then it would make sense to then drill the field again. It looks like we are going to do maybe half and half. I think half and half is quite a good idea. Splitting it between the product that we're producing and one of the requirements to run the factory, the biodiesel. we're nearing an end. And yeah, easily fitting into the combine. As mentioned, it doesn't really fit in very quickly, and I don't think this field was fertilised. That is something I need to get on top of, the fertilising. The only reason why I wasn't is because I didn't have a fertiliser spreader, or a sprayer, and I'd already fulfilled the leasing limit, so yeah, I couldn't really do much about it. Which didn't have the money available. Seems to be... No, there we go. Yeah, I thought it was going to do that. Just a bit too wide. Not sure where Chainsaw is. Oh, there he is. Spoke too soon. Doing a bit of spraying. And as usual, the link to his video is down below. Right, so the way this is going to work is if there is an exceptional price for soybeans, we'll just sell them as they are. If there isn't, we're going to put it into the factory. So, those are our soybeans. £3,110. It does sound good, even though it looks bad because it's declining. And yes, soy drink is 2,205. But it doesn't work like 1,000. I don't think 1,000 litres of soybeans equates to 1,000 litres of soy drink. So, well, if I could pad the drink out with the water, it's 10% of the requirement, the water, it'll be good. Oh, I don't know. How much do we have? 2,439 and quite a lot of biodiesel. So yeah, it would make sense to put it into here. I don't know the calculation. I don't know how many beans you would use to produce 1,000 litres of product. Since we have the factory here, we might as well keep it fed with the different ingredients. But yes, I want to put the water in. I will try it again. But yeah, I fear I'm doing something wrong. We almost have enough product to sell. We're going to need a flatbed trailer. And yeah, I'm going to attach this to the weight on the back of the tractor, but I have also done it without the weight. I couldn't get it to work without either. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm sure once I know, it'll be pretty obvious. Actually, there isn't a trigger marking, is there, on the ground? Ah, there we go. I found it. Yes, it definitely pays off just to look around for a bit. So you don't go up to the actual tank, you go to there. So if anybody's already commented, thank you. But yeah, I've figured it out. So that's good. That's really good. That's going to really bulk out the product. And we're probably going to have to get some more. Don't tell anybody this is seawater. Wow, that takes loads. Oh, it's 20% effectiveness. I thought it was 10. Even better. Yes, we need to get the biodiesel underway again. So it's all looking really good. Really happy with this. Just give it another one. And that should be enough for it to be getting on with, I would hope. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is jump into the Massey Ferguson over here, and we can start putting in the next crop. We're pretty much equal, actually. I think we have around the same amount of soybeans as we do biodiesel, so I think, yeah, split this. As soon as those soybeans are ready, it would be good, because they're a bit in the way now. We do need the spreader soon, so I'm going to put it over here. I have started using this area more than the main yard. Okay, and we need to have the, I think it's a subsoiler and drill, the combination. There's my hopper. There's the drill. Oh, that's the power harrow. Yeah, this is the drill part, but it's also got the subsoiler on the front. So I'm going to continue from where I left off. The area you didn't see. I did actually run out of seed just there, so although it's quite a nice little entrance to the field, we do need to make the most of every piece of land. So just continue with the canola. There we go. And then up and down the field, we'll turn the beacons off. Not required. Okay, so as you can see, it wasn't actually drilled perfectly straight, so don't want to go over where I've already been. It's a waste of seed. There we go. Right, so yeah, just going to do 50% roughly. I'm really hoping that little section of soybeans is ripe soon. Be good to get it out of the way. Here comes chainsaw again. And then probably, when I've done this, we'll load up the soy drink and get that sold. It just depends what the price is. I think the price was okay. 2,000 and something, wasn't it? Yeah, 2,205. Doesn't seem to change very much. It's a bit of a set price, I would say. But the good thing is that's per 1,000 litres, and one crate is actually more than 1,000 litres. I think it's actually over 2,000 litres. It's like 2,400, maybe 2,500. That would make sense. Yep, anyway, so yeah, we'll just sort of make it to the middle. We will be getting the weeder out very soon. We just have to catch the weeds early. Hopefully they don't go from nothing to fully grown overnight. Crop growth is on slow, so shouldn't do. I'm just going to put the crop now to soybeans and press H. Just see if the work is going to go the correct way. But I can't have it going over those soybeans that we've already got growing. That'd be a bit of a waste. Seems promising, because what I need to do is start loading those products, but also at the same time get things ready for this field. And actually, yeah, I've got that strip now which can be fertilised. Okay, that is working, but it means that this tractor here is going to have to fertilise. I don't think it's going to be a problem. In fact, we can do the whole field. You can fertilise before you drill, so let's just get these moved first. It'd be good if this little rectangle would just ripen. Seems to be taking a very long time. That is 100%. Wow. Can we do 2? I don't think so. No, we can't. So here we have 5,000 litres of soy drink. Never actually... Well, I don't even know what soy drink is. What is soy drink? Like soy sauce. I don't know. I probably sound pretty stupid. No, I would imagine it's like... I don't know. Is it like a substitute for milk or something? I don't know. I'll look it up. Okay, just looking it up on the internet. I typed in soy drink, it came up with soy milk. So, I'm guessing that it's the same thing. Yeah, substitute for milk. So, yeah, unless it is a different product altogether, I really don't know. The good thing about that tractor is it really does get on quickly. the Massey Ferguson, not hanging about. It can run a drill much bigger than that anyway, but yeah, it takes a bit more power because we do have the subsoiler on. We don't necessarily need to have the subsoiler on, I don't think, but we will have it on. It's not really slowing it down. Yeah, these pedals, but the brake pedal on this one seems not too responsive, otherwise absolutely amazing. This wheel, really nice. There we go. So yes, we will get those sold, but let me just make sure we don't have any issues over here. Actually, yeah, we'll stop it once it's come down again because it's just going to go over it. And then I can use that tractor on the trailer because it's faster. And the fertilizer spreader. Yeah, so the money is now minus 2,707. I think this must be a rental fee for the combine, if I was to hazard a guess. Yes, it is. It has just hit 1 hour. So that's the reason for that. We're going to need some more seed soon, but I think we do have some seed over at the dealership. Just put the hopper there. It's getting a bit crowded here. This is actually the spawn point for the biodiesel. We will have to take some stuff back to the yard soon. Yeah, so if I just go over this area, the whole field, except for the green area, we can then make it nice and productive. And it's a very good working width. We should have enough, because so far we've used less than half of the pallet, the one pallet that we bought. Yeah, we'll be fine. And I think when we actually go over the chopped straw, it's going to remove it. It's going to neaten things up. There we go. Yeah, so it's 5 o'clock. We just don't want any kind of problems with the weeds getting out of control. Yeah, this is going to turn out quite well. Just the right width to do the central part. Okay, and then yeah, I'll go back to the top. You see, we probably wouldn't have had that kind of working width with the sprayer, which I chose. I might be wrong, but yeah, probably more the sort of width you get from a trailed sprayer. Lovely. But yeah, I can't bear to see that bank account balance. That is terrible. We must go and make some money. More soy drink is being produced, and because we now have the water, even more is being produced. Yeah, it's good. Basically just making more for free. I think it's the usual place for selling the pallets. It's just the other side of the store. That is steep. Yeah, this was the problem I was having. This is actually my field boundary, so I can't actually touch it. So, soy drink. Oh, it's actually the supermarket. It has changed. It's a different place. Where are we going then? We are going to there, which is good. That's even closer. Put those beacons on, and we should be able to make £8,000 or £9,000 here. Oh no, even more. So how do we get inside the supermarket? I don't think I've ever turned left here. Ah, there it is. So that's supposed to be a Lidl. Or an Aldi. I don't know. Right. How much can we make? Well, some of it's selling. Might be a bit too high or a bit too far forward. Selling gradually. Let's just put it at a more manageable height for it. There we go. Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah, that was around £10,000, I think. Because we were minus 2,700 and something. So do we have a turning around spot? We do. Yeah, that... Hang on, where am I going? These brakes don't work. Yeah, that is the thing about leasing, of course. Well, leasing a very large vehicle. We have some extremely large hourly fees. Okay, we're back. I actually did miss a piece of spreading, which is kind of weird. I must have been so focused on the stubble area, I completely overlooked the piece on the drilled area, which must have looked kind of weird. Anyway, this piece here hasn't ripened, so we're just going to have to go around it to begin with. Although I did say we were going to turn that stretch into grass anyway, but yeah, it seems kind of wasteful. We can only go until we run out of seed anyway, so we're going to have to go and buy some more. Just getting to the end now. We did leave a bit of seed over at the store. We're just going to retrieve that next time we need it. But still, the soybeans over there have not ripened. I don't even know why that rectangle is behind, because I'm pretty sure it was all done at the same time. It's just one of those things, I guess. But now that I'm sort of set up with the factories, we should really do quite well. Right, so I did just leave the headland. So I need to go around there just to finish off. And you can see the texture's changed, but it is still fertilised. I guess you could maybe fertilise it again straight away. But we won't do. Okay, so we have our soybeans and we have our canola in both fields. We've split both. Just tidy things up a bit. Actually, yeah, I shouldn't really do this with the subsoiler because it's ploughing up what we've already put in, and that is actually very expensive because we're having to use the seed again. Good job, it's just a very small area. Okay, there we go. We're finished. So I'll take these back to the yard, get them out of the way. But it's all looking very good. I see Chainsaw now owns 31. He owns field number 31. So we both have 2 fields. Let's just go and part this in here. So yeah, we have 4.7 hours on the clock. we're going to have a daily fee, but we don't have the hourly fee again yet. It is an expensive tractor to run. We may well replace it with a smaller tractor soon, like the 7700 series. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.